That's right.
All right, let's head out to Dallas. Yesterday, we got more good news about Dak's shoulder as we inch our way closer to the opener, this time from his OC, Kellen Moore, who's basically seen every single pass the quarterback has thrown. Take a listen.
It was awesome to have Dak back. Obviously, in the team setting, that was the biggest thing. He's been around, obviously, each and every day in some capacity. But obviously, having him out there in 11-on-11 is huge. It's great for him. It's great for the morale of everyone on our team, I think, especially for our offense. And I thought he looked great, and we're fired up. We're just playing ball at this point. So we're not looking at anything from a limitation standpoint. We're playing football, and we're getting ready for, obviously, from his standpoint, we're getting ready for the regular season at Tampa Bay.
No limitation, says Kellen Moore. Nick, if Dak is healthy, and I know it's an if at this point, do the Cowboys have the most dangerous offense in the NFL?
No. The Cowboys will have a good to very good passing attack. But let's just assume Dak is fully healthy for all 17 games. They're going to have to fight and claw to be a top 5 offense, let alone the number 1 offense. Like, off the top of my head, Kansas City clearly is a better offense. I think Tennessee could be a dynamic offense, assuming Derrick Henry's still Derrick Henry, the addition of Julio Jones. Cleveland is as well balanced as any offense as there is in the league. That's just in the AFC. In the NFC, I think Seattle and Green Bay immediately come to mind as teams with better offenses. Here's the thing for the Cowboys. Like, do they have a top 3 offensive line? Not anymore. Do they have a top 5 quarterback? No, probably just. They have a top 10 running back? Maybe, barely. Do they have a single top 10 receiver? No, I don't think so. I think now they might have 3 guys in the top 30, but not they don't have Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, they don't have Amari Cooper's not that. So Wilds, no, I think this will be a good to very good offense, but the best offense, I think they are quite a ways away from being that.
Okay, I think we're going to get a chance to see it pretty soon because opening night, Dallas going into Tampa, they're putting down the banner, and Tom Brady's going to want to put on a laser show. But you know what? If Dak's not on a pitch count, and he threw 58 passes against the Browns last year when they fell behind, I think Dak is going to open it up. I think, Jenna, I'm going to make an early call. We haven't had any calls yet on this whole season.
Let's hear it. Boom,
I'm going to say
boom.
Cowboys over Bucks opening night by a score of 33-28. 33-28 Cowboys
You really
win.
went there.
Mark it down, everybody. Head over to Fox Bet right now.
Really
Make
far.
some money on that.
Code word old
What's the
KW. Your
weather
old buddy
gonna be
KW. It's a long
that
code.
night? Yeah.
Code
We head up
word
to Green Bay.
KW.
MVP Aaron Rodgers talked yesterday about his abundance of weapons in the wide receiver room. We don't usually hear him gloat about roster construction or anything, if I'm being honest, but for purposes of this conversation, roster construction. Take a listen.
The other thing that's, that needs probably continued attention is the guys that we got. I've talked about a number of them.
Back Super Bowls. It felt like when the Bucks went into last season, they were like aggressively trying to get better. We got Tom Brady. Are we good enough? We got O.J. Howard. No, let's get Gronk. Oh, we got Mike Evans. We got Godwin. Nope, let's get A.B. All right, we're solid at the running back position. Nope, Leonard Fournette is available. Let's get him. Get better, get better, get better, get better. Then comes the offseason. They're in the parade like, no, nobody's going anywhere. We're going to sign all our starters. They're going to bring back 22 guys. And I think a lot of people out there are thinking that's what you do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So what's the balance of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and if you're not getting better, you're getting worse?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think, number one, you have to look at how talented they are as a football team. And I'm talking about depth on defense. They're young on the back end of their defense, and they played exceptionally well in that defensive backfield. Their 2 linebackers, I mean, those guys are football playing Jessies. They can run, they can hit, they can cover, they can play zone, they can do everything. So I think when you talk about overall talent, this league usually turns over at about a rate of about 35% from a roster standpoint. And you're talking about not only 22 starters, but they get Antonio Brown back. So it's like 23 starters that they retained. And I think the biggest thing is the drive of Tom Brady. And it is like, I won't be surprised 5 years from now when he reveals that he's not actually a human. He's an alien. It won't surprise me at all, because the guy is so driven. And I'll tell you, here's the amazing thing. It's not your desire to play on Sunday. It's your desire to work Monday through Saturday that ends up ending your career. You just get tired. You get beat up. Your body breaks down. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And the fact that that guy isn't sated by 7 Super Bowls, 10 Super Bowl appearances, well, if you ask him what his favorite ring is, he'll say the next one, and he means it. And the effect that he has had on that football team, from he walks into that locker room and guys think they're professionals. Guys think they know how to prepare. Guys think they know all this stuff. And then they realize, oh, crap, I'm not even close compared to the way that guy works and the way that guy prepares. And that's what he has done for that organization. So he's absolutely amazing from that standpoint, and that's why I still give them a ton of credit for the potential of winning the NFC.
Well, and so a point about kind of that line of thinking in regards to the Chiefs, and then a point about Brady. All of that is true as far as not being stated and the drive. I also think when you're doing the math on Kansas City, you've got to incorporate the fact that this is not a team coming off a Super Bowl. This is a team that was favored in the Super Bowl, and that was the worst game they have played since Patrick Mahomes took over. The fewest points, the biggest margin of defeat. It was the first time since Alex Smith was the quarterback of this team that the Chiefs have been beaten soundly. The first time they were beaten with Patrick Mahomes playing quarterback by more than 1 score. The first time they were held under 20 points with Mahomes playing quarterback, or second time under 20. First time under 10. So what level of extra almost motivation, and we must get back there, do they have? On the Brady thing, Wilds, listen, here's what happened with Brady. When he was 38 years old and 39 years old, folks such as myself were like, 40-year-old quarterback's never been able to do it. I think it's time to start questioning him. And then he won a couple more Super Bowls. And because of that, now there are less questions about Brady's age at 44 than there were at 39. And I am not afraid to step on that rake potentially again and say he is human and the dude's 44 years old. Like, if Stink's wrong that he's not going to reveal he's actually an alien, then it is not hating or unreasonable to say he is going to get at least slightly worse this year than he was last year, and then the previous year and the previous year, because he's 44 years old. It's George Blanda with, better hair and a nicer chin. Like, at some point, that is true. What's up, Wilds? What?
Yeah, I agree. Is that a new rule of the show? Can we do that from now on? Can we talk about great players aging? And then it being fair to question. I don't know if a guy was hurt 2 of the last 3 years. Can we do that on the show?
Absolutely.
Is that allowed now,
Once they hit 40. Once they hit 40.
Once they hit 40, okay.
No problem. So LeBron's got 4 more years before you got to worry about it.
Step on that